to know how to stop seeking external validation, find the self-love within, validate yourself, and basically not be like Cassie from Euphoria, then this video is going to be definitely for you. Because in this video, I'm going to be outlining the biggest mistakes that Cassie makes in season 2 and what we can learn from those mistakes in order not to end up like Cassie's character, and also to cultivate self-love, stop seeking external validation, and validate ourselves. Hi nervous friends, and welcome back to my sleepover. In today's video, I'm doing a little bit of a Cassie inspired outfit. Like, I honestly went and got the very similar crochet top to the one that the character is wearing in season 2, and it's like this, but I felt like it was a little too explicit, so I put on a jacket. And I don't know if even with the jacket it is a little bit too explicit, so hopefully YouTube will not have a problem with this. Also, I just want to say that this video is not a film analysis, this video is not a psychoanalysis of the character. This video is more like, what can we see in the character that we can benefit from, and the lessons that we can learn from this character. Because in my videos, I love combining entertainment with self-development, so let's get into this video. The very first thing, and one of the most important distinctions in the show that we see between Cassie and some of the other characters like Lexi and Maddy, for example, who seem to be a little more self-sufficient. I mean, for Lexi, she is pretty self-sufficient, but when it comes to Maddy, there's a little more to discuss with that. But the key distinction that we can see between Lexi and Cassie that I've also talked about in my Lexi's How to Be the Main Character video is that when it comes to Cassie, we usually don't really see her doing anything with her life. While Lexi is working on writing her play as her passion project, the only thing we see with Cassie is that she used to really love figure skating as a kid, but then she stopped, and at some point, especially in season 2, we don't really see the character have any passions, any hobbies, or honestly anything that the character is doing in the show outside of chasing Nate Jacobs. So here's the thing, when you don't have something that you're doing for yourself, when you don't have a project that you're working on, when you don't have something that you're looking forward to doing with yourself, of course you're going to go outside of yourself and look for that validation from outside of you. And that is one of the most miserable things, because you're literally dependent with your mood, your energy, how you feel about yourself on that other person. So getting yourself something that you work on, it doesn't have to be complicated, you don't have to be freaking amazing at it, but learning something, reading something, having some kind of goal in life, whether it's workout goal, glow up goal, you want to clear your skin, eat healthy, it's going to give you this sense of direction, it's going to give you this sense of purpose when you're by yourself, and it's going to help create that internal feeling of fulfillment, so you won't go and need to seek that out in other people. We see this in Lexi's character, and we see the complete opposite in Cassie's character. When Cassie isn't with Nate, she's constantly just waiting for Nate, which honestly brings me into the next mistake that we should definitely learn from, which is that in the TV show, we usually don't see Cassie spending time with herself. She might be alone, but when she's alone, she's constantly either calling someone, or she's just getting ready to see Nate, or she's calling Nate, or she's thinking about Nate. So it's honestly like we never really see Cassie's character actually spend time by herself with herself. And spending time with yourself means being present with yourself. When you're alone, don't go ahead and just call someone just to feel less alone, because that way, again, you're seeking external validation and external fulfillment outside of yourself. Instead, what you can do is spend time with yourself, get to know yourself, do something that you love doing, as mentioned in the previous one, which is also going to give you more sense of self-worth, more sense of confidence. You can also spend time with yourself by journaling, which is going to really help work on your self-esteem, which brings me into the next point when it comes to Cassie. For Cassie's character in the show, sadly, we always see that Cassie did not have the best experiences in her past. And because of her experiences with guys and the way guys have treated her, this character has a belief that she is not good enough for others. She's used to guys at her school treating her only as someone to hook up with and not someone they actually would want to be with. And that deep-rooted belief creates the space where you need validation validation from other people. If you feel like you are not good enough, you're constantly going to be looking to someone else to show you that you are. But here's the thing with subconscious beliefs. Once you understand that you have them, what they are, and how they make you act, it is easier to break them. With seeking validation from others, it usually comes down to people pleasing or again feeling not good enough. So if that's one of your beliefs, what you can do is journal about the experiences where you previously felt that emotion. When do you think you felt that for the first time? And then first of all, remind yourself that the situation is not the same. Second of all, affirmations can help. So using counter affirmations like I am enough. At first it's going to feel weird, but the more you do it, the more it's going to get actually cemented in your brain. Another thing that we see Cassie do in the show, coming from this whole belief of like not feeling good enough, is honestly one of the most iconic things in the show, and a lot of people were trying it on YouTube, which was Cassie's morning routine. And there's nothing wrong with having an elaborate morning routine. If you want to wake up at 5 a.m, go ahead and wake up at 5 a.m. If you want to pamper yourself, go ahead and pamper yourself. The thing is the reason she was doing it for, and she was doing it for Nate to get some kind of validation from Nate. But if you want to work on your internal self-worth, what you have to do is you have to stop doing things for other people and start doing things for yourself. The simplest one that I can tell you is to, when you wake up in the morning, don't choose the outfit that you think your crush is gonna like you in, or the outfit that you think your friends are going to praise you for. Choose the outfit that makes you feel amazing. Choose the outfit that you look at and you feel excited to wear. Obviously, in the dress code norms, don't go to school looking like I am right now. And this also brings me into the point that no matter how hard Cassie tries, Nate never really pays attention to her. You see Cassie getting ready for hours and hours and hours and hours to walk past Nate in the hallway, and Nate just ignoring her. And the only time he actually pays attention to her is when she is dressed like Maddy, and that's also even for a second. And then he walks away with this really annoyed sigh or whatever that was, which brings me into the point that we see Cassie trying to literally become Maddy in order to get Nate's attention. And the really painful truth here is that no matter how hard Cassie tries, even if she literally wears Maddy's skin, she will never be Maddy in Nate's eyes. And that's one of the hardest things for a lot of people to hear, including myself at some point, because when you like someone and you know that person likes someone else, you might go completely out of your way to change your appearance, to change your look, to be more like that other person in hopes of getting that person to notice you, but you will never be that person your crush likes. And by doing that, you are disrespecting yourself, and you're again putting yourself more at mercy of this person noticing you to feel good, this person's validation to feel good about yourself. Don't give the power over how you feel about yourself over to other people. One thing that I feel like all of us and Cassie would also benefit from realizing is that other people's opinions, just like we've seen in the show with Cassie as well, one, are not accurate, and two, are not constant. First of all, there are so many guys at Cassie's school that say so many horrible things about her, which shows that anyone else looking in on someone else's life does not have an accurate vision of it. It doesn't matter who you are, unless you're that person living that life, you don't have the accurate vision. Unless you're Cassie, you don't know what Cassie is actually like. I cannot know what you're like, you cannot know what I'm truly like, unless you're me and unless I'm you. Therefore, anyone's image of you is not 100% true. It's always distorted in some way, shape, or form, some people's more than others. So it really makes no sense to seek validation and seek true reflection from honestly a mirror that is a little crooked. It's like a funhouse mirror. It's not really giving you the accurate reflection. It's literally like trying to look at yourself and how you look in a funhouse mirror and taking that as the truth. You would not want to judge yourself based on how you look in one of those amusement park mirrors. So why would you judge yourself based on some person's person's opinion of you. It's just as distorted as those mirrors, some people's more than others, but at the end of the day, no one except for you has 100% knowledge of what you are actually like. Therefore, their opinions are just as useful as the reflections in the funhouse mirrors. And furthermore, they're even inconsistent. We see Nate's opinion of Cassie change so many times. At first, he says some really horrible things about her in the show in season 1. Then in season 2, he sees her as this, I don't know, weird fantasy that he gets, and then he just discards her and sees her more as an inconvenience for him. So other people's opinions are also inconsistent. And why would you base your self-worth on something that is so fleeting? Basing your self-worth looking for validation from other people's opinions is going to constantly keep your self-image going like this. So if you want to be stable in yourself, if you want to be secure in your self-image, what you have to do is, first of all, spend time with yourself, not just by yourself, with yourself. Get to know your beliefs, get to know why you act a certain way, get a hobby, get a passion project, fall in love with yourself, and only look to yourself to reflect upon how you feel about you. And if you want to know how to become extremely confident like Maddy Perez, then check out this video right here. Whew. Honestly, I don't know how I did in this video. I am a little tired from talking, but I hope I was able to inspire some of you guys to seek internal validation and kind of like help you develop some behaviors and learn from Cassie's mistakes in order to cultivate more self-love and inner self-worth. But let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about Cassie's character, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!